BookTok is a very interesting corner of TikTok. It's dedicated to all things books and has undoubtedly revolutionized the way that people discover new reads. It's a phenomenon. Yes, I have problems saying that word. Bringing books back into the spotlight, making authors go viral overnight, and reviving interest in genres. But let's address the elephant in the room. Most of the books popularized on BookTok are, well, pretty bad. Let's talk about Divine Rivals and The Fourth Wind, to name but two. My name is William James, I host the Bald Book Geek. Welcome back to this episode. Like, sub, do the usual, and links and info are in the description. If you want exclusive content and uncensored content as well as early access, please check out membership and Patreon options. Hi. BookTok is driven by trends, not substance. The algorithm favors books that are easily marketable, emotionally manipulative, or come with catchy aesthetics. Depth, originality, and solid storytelling are often sacrificed for spicy scenes, trauma porn, or shock value. The result? A parade of mediocre formulaic books that dominate the discussion while genuinely innovative works get buried. Where are the great books that people say they love but never talk about? Books like A Court of Thorn and Roses and Colleen Hoover's entire catalogue often lead the BookTok recommendations, and okay, I'll bite the bullet here and say this. These books aren't inherently bad, but they follow a predictable pattern. Surface level characters, overdone tropes, simplistic writing that honestly is brain rot at this point, and they rely on being unput-downable rather than meaningful. Let's be real here. Many BookTok favourites also weaponize emotion. A tragic backstory, a hot but toxic love interest, an epic cliffhanger are enough to send a book skyrocketing. However, emotional manipulation doesn't equal good storytelling, and it's easy to tug at heartstrings with trauma and heartbreak, but create an aesthetic emotional connection that really takes talent. There is none of that. The trauma dumping in some of these books, as a reader, I find absolutely repulsive, and it does feel very manipulative. Romance dominates BookTok. Romantasy, which is a marketing trend and not a real thing as well, but romance in general, which isn't inherently a problem. Read what makes you happy. Romance can be a great genre. However, the romance books pushed by BookTok are often shallow and repetitive. My God. Miscommunication on tropes, brooding male leads, love triangles are recycled to the point of exhaustion. Their focus is more on shipping characters than exploring themes or creating genuine chemistry, and I think that's kind of sad if you want the honest truth. Like I said, there's nothing inherently wrong with reading what you love, but when all these books are basically the same thing, just reskinned with different character names, it kind of becomes a repetitive ad nauseum trope in itself, and often feels just generic and boring. And I think as a reader you should challenge yourself, not fall into the same rabbit hole. There's also a very strong obsession with YA amongst adult readers. While there's nothing wrong with reading YA, Perks of Being a Wallflower is one of my favourite books, the overwhelming focus on this marketing tactic makes BookTok feel more like high school drama club. Adult readers deserve books that challenge them, but BookTok's influence often infantilizing reading preferences, which, again, is frustrating. Adults are adults. These books aren't for us. We can enjoy them, but they're not us. Also, I want to mention that there has been a bit of drama that adult BookTokers are exposing minors and children to spicy books. And, you know, let's not do that, shall we? Let's not do that. Be a little mindful that your audience on these platforms is often far younger than you. And I learnt that one through YouTube. BookTok encourages binge reading. The pressure to consume book after book to keep up with the trends means readers prioritize speed over anything else. A book isn't necessarily better because it's a quick read, but many of the BookTok's viral hits feel like fast food. It's a happy meal, satisfying at the moment but lacking any nutritional value. And it's kind of sad. We go to McDonald's, we have something, and then we feel hungry not long after. That's what many BookTok books feel like. And how many times can I say BookTok books in this video? Let's keep a tally. My God. There have been exceptions. And I say that there have been some fantastic books that have got a new life through BookTok. A Little Life is one of them. Stations 11. There are countless books that have gone through BookTok and found a new audience, and they gain the attention they deserve thanks to that space. These books combined emotional resonance with stunning poise and innovative storytelling. Unfortunately, they are an exception rather than the rule, and I do find that sad. BookTok isn't inherently evil, it's just a reflection of culture obsessed with trends instead of an instant gratification, instead of something slow that builds up and something that challenges you. To find great books, we need to dig deeper, step outside the algorithm, and take risks on books that aren't trending, support independent authors, revisit classic literature, explore genres or subgenres you might not usually read. BookTok has brought readers back into the mainstream, but it's up to us to demand more. Let's stop settling for mediocrity and start seeking out books that genuinely matter. Ultimately, and this is a problem in many booktube spaces and YouTube spaces and countless other book spaces online, the need for instant gratification, the fast reads, the tropes that we know we love, and the guilty pleasures. And there's nothing wrong with reading what you want to read that makes you happy. But when I feel like I'm watching QVC selling books on BookTok rather than people actually engaging with the subject, I find it kind of sad. And don't get me wrong, if you're making a little money out of it, good for you. We all gotta eat, and you should make money. That's my stance. If you're making money out of it, good for you. Celebrate it. But let's not pretend that some of these videos are about the reading, the passion of reading. They are a sales pitch, selling you a 60-second video listing tropes and spicy reads and all of this stuff. It's shallow, it's annoying, but it's there, and this is a problem across the board. Let's be real, we all do it. Every person with a YouTube account, oh, this book was sent to me by this publisher. I bought this book for free from one of the TikTok shop. These publishers and writers sent me their book. But, I want to know about the book rather than watching a 60-second infomercial. And ultimately, I find that quite sad. So I will leave this here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope you guys are enjoying this. Also, tell me what you think in the comments, like I said at the beginning, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Let's give the algorithm a good push. Every like and comment will help any channel, even if it's a couple of emojis. Let's do it. Anyway, I will talk to you guys soon, and I hope you have the day you deserve. Good and bad. Yes, my horns came out, don't judge me.